So hello everyone, my name is Zahra Aurellia Leriawan. I'm a student from Institut Teknologi Bandung in the Faculty of School of Business and Management, and today I'll be presenting a study on the role of influencer marketing in shaping consumer behavior of counterfeit luxury fashion in Indonesia. So in this presentation, I'll be going through the research abstract, introduction, objective, literature review, hypothesis, methodology, key findings, and last but not least, conclusion and recommendation. So starting off with the abstract, this research basically investigates the impact of influencer marketing on the purchase intention of counterfeit luxury fashion products in Indonesia, examining influencer credibility, expertise, and congruence with both products and consumers. And analyzing data from 241 online surveys using partial least squares structural equation modeling, the study found that influencer product and consumer influencer congruence significantly affect purchase intentions. And so these findings highlight the importance of aligning an influencer's image with counterfeit products and the psychological connection between influencers and consumers. The research suggests that luxury brands and regulators can address this issue through consumer education campaigns and careful influencer selection, and calls for regulations to prevent inadvertent promotion of counterfeit products, protecting brand integrity and consumer interests. So as for the introduction of the research, influencer marketing has brought a transformative shift to the marketing landscape, with brands increasingly relying on social media influencers to shape consumer attitudes and behaviors. And so this trend is particularly evident in the luxury fashion industry, where brands leverage influencer collaborations to endorse products or services. And unlike other brands, luxury brands are characterized by superior craftsmanship, high prices, and exclusivity, appealing mainly to affluent consumers. However, the allure of luxury can also attract those from lower socioeconomic strata, leading to a complex market dynamic. And so the rise of influencer marketing poses challenges, especially with the proliferation of counterfeit luxury goods, which undermine the reputation of established brands. And in Indonesia, the counterfeit fashion industry has grown significantly, causing substantial economic losses. And influencers play a crucial role in the scenario in which their endorsements can either discourage or inadvertently promote counterfeit products. And so this research seeks to explore the impact of influencer marketing on consumer behavior, particularly in relation to the purchase of counterfeit luxury goods in Indonesia. So the objective of this research is to generate new insights into the role of influencer marketing on consumers' intention to purchase counterfeit luxury fashion products in the Indonesian market. And this research will further examine how characteristics of influencer marketing, including trustworthiness, expertise, consumer product congruence, and influencer product congruence, affect consumers' intentions to buy luxury counterfeit goods in Indonesia. So in terms of the literature review in the study, we covered 6 different terms. So the first term being influencer marketing and social media influencers. So by definition, influencer marketing, it leverages popular social media figures known as micro celebrities to boost brand recognition and drive purchases. And these influencers, recognized for their expertise, have significant sway over their followers and can influence wider networks, creating a cascading effect. Next is purchase intention, in which this term indicates a consumer's willingness to buy a brand influenced by perceptions and attitudes. It is a key predictor of future sales, shaped by data evaluation and decision-making processes. And we're also looking into influencer marketing factors, one of which is expertise, in which influencers' expertise is demonstrated by their depth of knowledge and skills in a specific field. And this expertise significantly enhanced their credibility, making their endorsements more persuasive. Another influencer marketing factor is trustworthiness, in which it is a key factor in influencer marketing, affecting how consumers perceive the validity and reliability of an influencer's endorsements. Another factor is influencer product congruence, in which this concept refers to the alignment between an influencer's image and the products they endorse. So high congruence means the influencer characteristics match well with the product, leading to more favorable consumer responses and increased trust in the product. Conversely, a lack of congruence can negatively impact consumer perceptions and purchase intentions. Last but not least is consumer influencer congruence, in which it is the degree to which consumers see themselves in the influencer or share similar values and interests. So this congruence enhances the emotional connection between the influencer and the audience, making followers more likely to trust the influencer's recommendations and consider purchasing the endorsed product. So here attached is the research framework of the study, as well as the hypothesis. So the first hypothesis is that trustworthiness of an influencer positively influences consumers' purchase intention of counterfeit luxury fashion products in Indonesia. The second hypothesis is that expertise of an influencer positively influences consumers' purchase intention of counterfeit luxury fashion products in Indonesia. Third hypothesis is influencer product congruence positively influences consumers' purchase intention of counterfeit luxury fashion products in Indonesia, and the same applies for consumer and influencer congruence. So the methodology of the study is that the study uses the quantitative approach to answer the research question. In terms of the data collection of the research, an online questionnaire was developed and distributed using Google Forms for Indonesian respondents only. And a total of 241 responses were gathered, in which the survey itself was designed to assess both the independent and dependent variables, with 4 to 5 questionnaire items corresponding to each variable's indicators using a Likert scale. And the data itself was obtained will be analyzed by partial least squares structural equation modeling, in which this model stands out among other techniques in predictive accuracy, best at maximizing the explained variance in the purchase intention, as predictiveness is a primary target of the study. So the results, so based on the key findings, the results of structural model analysis shows that how the components of influencer marketing, namely trustworthiness, expertise, influencer product congruence, and consumer influencer congruence, influence the purchase intention toward counterfeit luxury fashion products in Indonesia. And so the high R-square values indicate an appreciable explanatory ability of the model, and the variables can explain about 89% of the changes in independent variable and 9% of all the differences in purchase intention. So it is concluded that influencer marketing is a strong force of changing counterfeit luxury goods purchase intention. And so starting off with the different influencer marketing factors, it is found that trustworthiness was found to have a positive but comparatively moderate impact on purchase intention. And this indicates that while trust is crucial, consumers may rely on other factors more when deciding to purchase counterfeit luxury goods. Meanwhile, expertise shows a stronger influence than trustworthiness, suggesting that the perceived knowledge and skill level of the influencer regarding luxury products significantly sway consumer decisions. And influencer product congruence emerged as the most potent predictor, emphasizing the importance of alignment between the influencer's image and the endorsed products. So this alignment likely enhances the perceived authenticity of the endorsement, thereby boosting consumer confidence in the product. And last, consumer influencer congruence also showed a strong positive effect on purchase intention, underscoring the role of personal identification with the influencer in the decision-making process. So to conclude the research, the study quantitatively proves that influencer marketing is effective in changing Indonesian consumers' attitudes toward counterfeit luxury fashion products. And the model tested in research proved to be a good support to the hypothesis that for a consumer to purchase a product, an influencer's characteristics and alignment with both the product and the consumer must be considered. And so based on the findings, the study confirms that while all examined aspects of influencer marketing are significant, influencer product congruence and consumer influencer congruence are particularly critical. And another thing is that this research contributes to the broader understanding of marketing strategies in emerging markets, and the study offers insights into the mechanisms through which influencer marketing can be leveraged to combat or inadvertently promote the proliferation of counterfeit products. So the recommendations that can be drawn by these findings is that brands can intensify their vetting process for selecting influencers to ensure alignment with their market positioning and authenticity standards. Another is that marketers and influencers can work together to enhance transparency regarding endorsements to build consumer trust and deter counterfeit consumption. Another is that consumer education programs can be developed to raise awareness about the negative impacts of counterfeits, potentially shifting consumer behavior towards a more ethical consumption patterns. And in terms of the academic recommendations that can be done for further studies, is that future studies can expand more on the geographic scope and demographic diversity of the study, as well as conducting a more longitudinal studies and explore external influences. And so that is the end of my presentation. Thank you so much for listening.